Good morning, guys. For this episode, let's get right into it. About to head into work. So yesterday I had a tough setback, something that's frustrating, something that's annoying, and it's never fun when this happens. I had a flat tire, and it just happened out of nowhere. I was driving to a friend's house. We're about to go to a concert. Actually a really cool local concert, in Philly, and it was really amazing. But before that all happened, I hear this, kind of bump, like weird, almost like gritty feel on the road, right? So I'm driving and it feels like the road is extremely bumpy, but it's not, because the road looks really smooth, and clearly I notice there's something wrong with my car. I go one more block. I notice that the road is feeling even more bumpy, but it's really not the road being bumpy. It's the fact that, I'm essentially driving on this flat tire that's lumping over and curling over. And, there's nothing much I can do, right? So I pull off to the side of the road. I notice the flat tire, and, I don't know how most people would react. I've been doing a lot of work personally, on myself, and do a lot of work in meditation, those things. And so when I looked at the flat tire, my initial reaction was actually overall pretty calm. I was a little annoyed. I was a little frustrated, but luckily I'd gotten close to my friend's house. I was able to walk over to his place, and, you know what? I just realized it's a flat tire. It's an object. It's something that can get repaired. It'll be okay. And, I pull back because in life, I mentioned this story and pull back a little bit more because in life, we're going to get flat tires. We're going to have, random things break. Murphy's Law, anything that can go wrong will go wrong. When you have relationships, you're going to get in an argument. It's going to happen. When you're doing anything in life, there's going to be breakage. There's going to be slippage. There's going to be moments that it's not going to be 100%. And when that tire was flat for me, what I realized was, you know what? I'm glad it didn't. I'm glad this tire's lasted this long. This tire has taken it has had its time. I'm not sure if it just needs to be plugged or if I need a brand new tire, but it's going to be okay. Clearly, if you're in a really tough financial situation or you're in a difficult spot, the flat tire can mean a lot more, right? And that there is something to be said to that. But in life, you are going to be handed challenges and breaks and repairs that need to happen. And it's really not about the moment itself, because that's going to happen. The real question is, how do you handle it afterwards? Are you going to remain calm? Are you going to try to collect yourself? Are you going to be able to come up with a solution to move forward? We're going to have breaks. It's going to happen. But then how do we resolve the conflicts afterwards? How do we make sure that, whatever happens, we can get there smoothly, hopefully without too much disruption in the way we operate, and that we can ultimately be successful as we move forward. So my lesson or thought for today, or maybe a little piece of wisdom, is we're going to have these breaks, but then the next step is it's okay if it breaks. How are we going to operate with this with smooth decision making, a sense of calm, a sense of peace, and moving on to the next step with as much grace as possible. So I don't know what that sparked in you as you listened to this episode today, but I hope you enjoyed it. As always, guys, please leave us a 5-star review on iTunes. We'd really appreciate it. It helps a lot, and we'll definitely give you a shout out if you do. Also want to ask you to check out MedFlashGo. MedFlashGo is one of the top pieces of audio question banks I've seen so far when it comes to medical students. It's the first voice-based interactive medical question bank, and I would love for you guys to check it out. We designed it ourselves, and it's awesome. So please check out medflashgo.com. Have an amazing day, guys. Take care.